So these are the new tracks I found. It's this little critter walking right along the side. Oops. There's a pretty good paw print you can see right there. I'm going to go somewhere a little flatter. There it is. So I can take out my tracking sheet and we can work through it. See if we can figure out what to do. The first thing I notice about an animal, or that you always want to notice when you're tracking, is their gait. And gait is another word for the way they walk. So people walk like this, we just walk along. And the thing I notice most about this animal is that it has an uneven gait. So look right there. There are, I think, 4 prints right there. You can see 1, 2, 3, 4. And then there aren't any others until all the way over here. So my inference is that this animal must be jumping. It's not walking like in a patterned way or something. So this looks like a pretty good paw we can look at. So we can all distinctly see 5 toes, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I'm going to look around animals here for 5 toes, and there are quite a couple. You can see on all the track patterns, there are quite a couple. But you see these 2 are right next to each other. They look just exactly like this, which means usually it's in the fisher family. So I'm going to go deeper into this. And so then for that, the options we have are otter, fisher, mink, or weasel. And the thing that I will look for next is those little toenails you can see on the mink and fisher. So I'm going to look here and see if we can find any of those toenails. And this is really tricky when it's melty and warm outside, especially, because you can't tell as much. But do you see right here in this one, you see how there's that tiny little point? I think that counts as a toenail. Or we're going to count it as a toenail, I think. And so then I'm going to look at the height of these. 2 1/4 inches is the fisher, which is what I think this is. And that's about, I'd say that's about 2 1/4 inches. This is my hand in comparison. We just said my hand was, what, 6 inches? So if we look at this scale, if we're counting the sides as inches, that's about 3, maybe a little bit less than 3. So, I'm going to keep looking at this. So I think this could be a fisher. But you know something, I just found something else that is making me totally reconsider that. You see, this is so cool. You see, there's no other tracks right here until up there. But what's this in the way? It looks kind of like, I think, something like that a sled would make. So I am thinking that this animal was running and then it slid on its tummy and came right up here. Isn't that so silly? Had a tummy slider. And so, looking at this, I don't quite know what fishers do behavior-wise. They could love to slide on their tummies. But something that definitely likes to slide on its tummy is an otter. And otters kind of fit the same description as this. So I don't know. This could be an otter, it could be a fisher, it could be something totally different. So I'm going to go up here a little more and keep following this. And you can really see that 2 foot together pattern is holding up. See right there, 2 feet together, 2 feet together. But you know, these feet are also kind of looking long. And these are feet that normally seem to look long. See those? So I don't know. It still has those toes, those 5 really distinct toes. And it says those toes are 4 inches tall, and this is just about 4 inches. So you know, it could actually be a raccoon that we're following. There's that tummy slide again. That is so funny. So if you have any thoughts about who this tummy slider is and how to have as much fun as them, I would love to hear it. So please let me know. The best thing about tracking on lands like this is that you are so close to all these animals. You can see on the left, that's the tam. On the right, that's this mystery animal. And you saw when I was with that turkey, we were just up the hill. We were so close. So you can do this sort of tracking anywhere. And it's so cool to think that at 4 p.m. on a Wednesday, all these animals are out here right with us. they're so close to us, just doing their own thing, just like we are. And I just really like that because it reminds me that we're all in this world together, and we all play a really important part. And you do too.